All right, welcome in everybody. So we are in on the Huntress set, where we do have Omnium Gaming playing a killer first, and we do have our first chase happening already. So Nancy being found and guessing the flare out. So very good snipe from Snipes here already. Taking our first chase from Nancy. Lucas running towards Shaq, kind of get caught out in the open, so that's gonna be our first down of the match, and finding someone in the open, that's gonna be Jason getting hit as well. And it's a very unsafe place to be at. Shaq with the Huntress pallet going down. It's not going to connect. One more hatchet remaining. It looks like they are not going to take the hit just yet. Gonna go for their early down. Kind of lost track of them. Nancy, very smart, starting to crawl away from basement, because basement's a very, very unsafe to be on this map, and especially against a Huntress. So we're gonna get our first hook in the corner of the map. Just to take note of some perks, we do have a corrupt intervention that did expire that match, and trying to get a snipe on these two survivors, and that's gonna be Grim Embrace being activated now. And they do get the heal just in the nick of time as they get hit once again. They do elect to reload, as that was their one hatchet being thrown, and the unhook comes in, and it looks like they are trying to find which way they went. The scratch marks heading towards where our first chase was. No pallets have been used just yet, so still a lot of availability for the survivor team, and our kill is not going to go for the chase. No tunnel. My goodness, what a throw! Almost threading the rock there as well. So Snipes, knowing the Huntress throws, as they do get a nice little hatchet over the gen, and playing very safely, and that's going to be a stun. Going for a throw, almost getting it, but I believe a lithe was used there, which gave them enough speed to dodge the hatchet. So it's a very strong start for our killer, for Omnium Gaming. That's going to be 2 hook stages for no generators completed just yet. We should be seeing our 4th survivor getting a generator done very soon, but Grim Embrace is going to be slowing it down, and we do see the reset onto Nancy from earlier. So generators have been a little bit slow this match. 3 survivors have been interrupted periodically this match. So gonna go for the reload, get 5 more hatchets on their belt. So we do kind of know the whole build, aside from one that the survivors do know. So Pain Res, Grim Embrace, Corrupt Intervention, and we do see the scratch marks and the generator progress, and not gonna find anyone as they did pre-leave just in time. Gonna hold up the hatchet, see if they can zone the survivors from getting away in the corner, but no, it looks like they're just gonna go ahead, drop the pressure and head back to the gen. They want to spread some of the hook stages, I believe, and try and slow down this early generator progress that they have. So not going to get the hit here. So Rain will be our next chase. Not going to catch the ankles of them just yet. Gonna go for the M1, and it doesn't connect. Very good stun. Able to get some distance away from this tile. That is going to be a 1 generator being completed in this time. So Rain doing a really good job in this chase, not giving up a hit, and they are actually going to drop chase. Interesting, because the generator that was having a lot of progress is still going to be available, and they are going to get back to it. And once again, this is going to be Nancy being found in the same area, so chase does start. We do have 3 hatchets available, so a little bit of a dangerous spot for Nancy. Gonna go for the throw. Very nice throw over the rock. 2 hatchets left. Try to do a little bit of mind game, and it works, but they do miss the hatchet. Last hatchet being thrown in. That's not going to be the down. Trying to go for a M1 walk down, but Nancy doing a very good job of pathing to the next tile, and it's going to force our Huntress to reload, as a very strong survivor like Nancy doing here is going to be very difficult to get an M1 down, and they do get a 2nd generator done. Trying to guess it, and that's going to be 2 more gens, so 3 total gens completed, but that is going to be at the cost of a down. And the pallet stun, they do get hit, but very, very huge pallet stun. Trying to go for a little 180 throw. Not going to work on Nancy. Nancy doing a very good job at the rock filler. It's pretty unsafe against a Huntress. Got to play very, very patient around the corners. And they do hold W away. So very good job from them. Able to rotate back to this double vault that they were working earlier, but not going to win the mind game here. That's going to be a very good double back from our Huntress. And going to elect to take the hook in the corner once again. So we do see the reset onto Jake. So very good reset and generated progress we're having from the team, given the early pressure our Huntress had. The generators are starting to get spread out, and it's going to be a little bit difficult for our Huntress to protect. They still have one gen here, not going to connect with the hatchet, just barely missing it. So Jake takes our next chase. Very good flare out. That was our last hatchet. So they are going to be forcing the M1 hit and the reload. There we go, fully restocked. And wow, we do have a lot of generated progress on Shaq. It's gonna be almost completed, and our killer's gonna go for the kick. No perks to be helped with that, so it's just gonna be a natural regress, which is gonna take a long time. We have two generators over 75%, but they are in Hatchet's range here for both of them. So our killer's gonna kick this one, allow the generators to regress, but it does give the survivors a lot of time to do the generator cross map if they know it's there. We do see the reset onto Jake, so they're gonna play this a little bit slow, trying to play off this 3-gen, but with 4 survivors available where they can work multiple generators, it's gonna be difficult for a Huntress to get any pressure, especially the one in Shaq. It is, oh, nice little moonwalk. That's gonna be a very early hit onto Jake, and the down. Very nice throw from our killer. Just barely missing. That might have been a hit, but they do hit the top of Shaq. So go for the kick once again. We do see the generator still regressing on the hill. They only need one of these generators completed to break this 3-gen and get it done. Rain's trying to play a little bit aggressive on the gen. And we do go for the reload. Still no sign of a survivor rotating in just yet for our Jake. Very sneakily, they did get there. Jake is now picked up, but they did not stop the gen from regressing. So at once when we saw that generator at 80-90%, it is dwindling down. We do see one of the Pistons, I believe, slow it down, going for a little bit of a snipe if they're resetting on the pickup. And we do hear the survivors, and that's going to be a down. And here is our ace being found. And not going to be a hit there. So forced hesitation is in play, so it made it a little bit difficult for ace, and what a hit. That's going to be the hit and down, but which generator was that? I don't know if it was the furthest one or not. We're going to check. Yeah, that was the furthest gen on the other side of the map, but our killer is going to have 2 survivors in their 3-gen, but we do know Shaq had a lot of progress. They may be doubling it or not, but Grim Embrace will be slowing the generator progress. So go for a reload. We were at 2 hatchets remaining, and a very fast unhook. Very good unhook, trying to get out, and that's going to be the hit onto them. So the base kit borrow time coming in clutch. We still have one more Grim Embrace available, which if our Huntress can pull it off, can add hopefully another hook or 2 in that time. Going for a snipe once again, and it doesn't connect. So with the entity spikes already starting to get on the Shaq generator, it's going to be scary for our Huntress if they are able to stop the regression. For now, that's the goal for the survivors. If they can stop these generators from regressing, our killer does need to kick them and it will add to another counter on the entity blockers. So no hit there. Going for another throw, and nope, not going to hit it. And we do see the generator stop regressing. That's gonna be one survivor, most likely two. We don't see the second just yet. So there's gonna be Nancy, 3 hatches remaining. So it's gonna be a little bit scary for our Huntress as they only have 2 hatches now. And we do find our Jake. And they do predict the flare. And that's gonna be all hatchets used up. So that's gonna be a lot of progress being made on the hill generator. So we have 2 pistons running, the third almost pumping. Trying to throw the rock there, and we do see another survivor pressuring the third gen. So this is where it's going to be a little bit difficult for our killer, and we do see the entity blockers building up on the gen. So our Huntress is throwing a lot of hatches, and they are starting to get away from... Oh my goodness, what a throw. A very huge throw. They do need to get these injures and these downs, as they do have 2 injured survivors. We do hear a third survivor come in, or a second survivor come in. And coming in for a body block, so very good communication on the team. They do not want to down at this moment. Going for a throw, not going to hit anyone in Shack. And we do see the Jake already working the gen, and they do get it done. So all 5 generators completed, 4 hatchets remaining. Not going to get the ankles of Jake there. And our killer trying to decide what to do. They do know the Rain and Nancy were in this area. It looks like they are going to go for it, but they do get a reset off. Oh, here are the scratch marks. They're going to try and take one of these chases. Nancy has already been hooked before. So that's not someone they want to find, as they do find them on the hill. Going for another snipe. Not going to connect. Not going to connect as well. And that's all hatchets used. So Jake gonna be the one that's gonna take the down for the team. And we'll most likely be seeing this 3 out at the other gate. So up they go. And there goes the gate opening. So we're gonna have 3 survivors most likely exiting here very soon. And there they go. So 1K6. Very good performance from both sides. Our Huntress had a very strong start. A start they wanted, but the Nancy crawling away from basement was huge. And also the survivors did a very good job in the mid game to pressure, and as well the late game where they do break the 3 gen very well, not giving up too many hook stages and taking hits for each other. So very well played from both sides. So we will be back. We'll switch sides where Demonheadz will now be playing killer against Omnium Gaming survivors. So stay tuned for that. All right, so welcome back, everybody. So we are here for the second half of matches, and hello, Demonheadz already finding 2 survivors in a very early M1 hit. So 7 hatchets available for this first chase, going for a very good snipe attempt, but just barely missing and hitting the side of the bus. Oh, trying to play for some angles. I like these angles. I like them. And a nice throw. So very early first down, but very good pathing from the Steve. They do die in the corner of the map, and that's exactly where you want to die on this map, away from basement and away from all the active gens. So our Huntress needs to progress towards the map and find which gens they're working on, and Grim Embrace definitely helps that, as we do have Corrupt and Grim to start off our early game, and we do hear Hex Ruin in play. So Hex, Ruin, Grim, and Corrupt. So revealing 3 of our perks early on in the match. And we do see someone was working the gen, and Hex, Ruin being applied to it. Trying to play for the angle and not going to hit it through the crack. So that's going to be the hit onto Jake. Jake kind of out in the open, so nothing to work with. They don't make any kind of pout, so that's going to be a very fast down for Demonheadz killer. So the survivor team, Omnium Gaming, kind of in a rough spot right now. 2 very early hook stages for 0 gens done completed so far. So Grim and Painrez being applied on that hook. So that does reveal the full build. Very aggro, gen heavy build. Going for a very good attempt, just barely missing the Steve. And Steve just holding W. Very brave fellow there. So looks like they do stay at the tile. It's a very good pallet. Oh, but they don't connect with the M1 hit. And it looks like Steve is going to hold W. I believe that was a live being used. And we do hear a lot of generated progress in Shack. Ruin will start to eat away at it. And we do get the hit onto Ada. So that was our last hatchet. So a force heat. My goodness, what a throw. Very good throw from Jason. Jason showing us how to play. And that's going to be the down onto Jake. 2 slugs at 5 gens, and now Ace is getting chased. Ace stuck in the vault animations. That's gonna be a free hit from our killer, and once again they do loop around back to the truck. Not really much to work with, and that's gonna be the down. 3 slugs at 5 gens. Very well played from Jason so far. Very good map pressure, good gen pressure, and very good chases from our killer. We do see the scratch marks rotating in. They do get the pickup onto Ada, but Ada just immediately getting back down. And now Steve, our one and only Steve, that is up. That's gonna be the hit and the M1 down. That's gonna be 4 survivors. 3 survivors on the ground, 1 on the hook at 5 gens. What a game from Jason, showing us their skills on the Huntress. So, wow, what a game. What a fast game. Very well played on their end. And there's only 1 more survivor who's left on the ground. And I'm trying to think where we downed them. I think they were down by the truck. No. Yes. They're down behind the truck. So it looks like Grim Embrace is now applied onto all the gens. Gonna be slowing down the gens, make sure none of them get done. And that is all 4 survivors on a hook. When's the last time we've seen that? Jason just popped off. Very good plays from them. And now we're just waiting for Fiend to hit second stage, and that's gonna be GG. So Demonheadz taking first set on the Huntress. And one thing to note, this set was not picked by Demonheadz. It was actually picked by Omnium Gaming, and we do see a Kobe from the Ada. So Ada patiently waiting for their rehook. So gonna go for the pick and hook, and that's gonna be GG. So 4K5 Very well played from we, Jason. So we will be going into our next set right after this one. So we are up Demonheadz 1 to Omnium Gaming's 0. So the next set is going to be a spirit set. Excited to see what both teams bring to the spirit set right after this short break. Once we get the lobby set up for you guys, stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. So we are here with set number 2 from Demonheadz and Omnium Gaming, and we do have our spirit set open, and we do have our first chase, but looks like our killer's gonna go ahead and drop chase, as we do see some scratch marks towards our totem that we see here, some spicy totems on the map. Trying to play for the pallet, and that's not going to connect as they're on the other side. So the chase is on and going for the swing, not going to connect. It's a very good chase from our Ada to begin with. And ooh, trying to play for a little bit of a walk-in, not going to connect. So looks like our killer's gonna go for a phase while they're fully healthy, trying to listen for some breathing. And that is gonna be a hit, so very good hit. But looks like they're just gonna go ahead and drop chase, head on back, see if they can find the Adam who was working a gen, and they do find an ace as well. So multiple survivors were in the air. We do hear the footstep for a second, and just barely missing them, so they do make the pallet. And here's gonna be our Zarina and Adam, the whole team just trying to work these gens on this side of the map. Gonna go for a swing, and it does connect, so it's gonna be 2 injured survivors already. So our killer's gonna go ahead and drop chase, see if they're aggroing the gen, and the ace is nope. It's gonna be the Zarina who swapped generators. So we are gonna have 3 injured survivors here very soon. So it is going to be a scary time for our survivor team, as we do see some ore reading, and that's going to be the hit onto Zarina. Ooh, don't see anyone. Looks like they did hold W away, and our spirit is going to phase onto it. Oh, and just barely missing our Adam. So the chase is on, and we do see the full reset onto Ada. But that is going to be 2 survivors down at the moment. So just for a little heads up for our viewers, so Face of Darkness was in play, and that's what gave us the information on the heal. And there goes 1 totem down. We do still see 2 totems here on this side of the map, so a lot of totems still available to be used. And the spirit can definitely traverse, and we do see a white ore onto it. A little bit something spicy hidden for our survivor team. So Ada now in chase, gonna have to play. We do hear the footsteps, and a very nice phase and hit. So looks like our killer wants to play off this 3-gen, very tight 3-gen we see here, and our totem is kind of in the area, so something they can play off of, as they are gonna go to it. So do see the reignition, so that's gonna be another perk being revealed. We do see the grass moving, and there goes the hits. So Face the Darkness now in play once again, so we'll be slowing down the gens or any kind of resets that they will be having. Wow, what a hit. That's gonna be a the men onto them, and the down eventually. Very well played from our killer. Honestly, very difficult to hear, but either way they do get the down, and we do see a crow come back to our left. So someone in the area recently. So there goes Pentimento. So 1 totem down on the map. Oh, looks like they didn't hear them run away. Believe it was the Zarina. Now it looks like we do see the Ada into Shack and the Zarina here, holding a check spot. Oh my goodness, finesse value. Just seeing them last second and getting the fast vault ensured them the safety through the vault. So looks like our killer, they do find 2 survivors. Looks like they're just faking the phase until they get it back. But they are going to immediately get back to the hook, see if they can intercept the unhooker that should be coming in, as we saw 2 survivors cross map. I think a crow went off here, and I believe they thought as well. They don't see anyone at the pallet, and this timer is running very, very low. So our survivors do need to make a play here soon, or we will be seeing the death. But nope, that's going to be the last second trade from Ace. Not a trade. Looks like our killer's going to go for the tunnel out. Gonna hit the endurance so they don't have any kind of off the record, any dead art, nothing to be used. Going for the swing, And they do make shock pallet, but that is going to be our first gen not being completed. So one gen, and we are almost getting our tunnel out. So we should be seeing a gen being completed very soon, or our survivor team will be in a tough spot. And that's going to be the down. Very good phase onto them. Face the darkness being applied once again. So a lot of pressure being made on the survivor team, but they are still getting these generators done. That's going to be 2 gens completed for the tunnel out, but it is a Spirit S tier killer. So anything can happen in this match. We can see a 4K happen in a gen or 2, or we could eventually only see a couple of stages being given. But Ace is being found edge map, unfortunately, and with Sprint Burst, it gives them some distance, but only to a Z-wall, so not really much to work with. They got to do some Z-wall gaming, got to win a 50-50 or 2, and that's going to be the down. So our killer is going to go for a slug, we see. See if they can check the gens, try and get some pressure onto him. We do see some scratch marks on the trees. So it's going to be Serena being found, so no eyes on our Ada just yet. So looks like they're holding the corner. They're playing the fake. That's going to be the hit. And we do see the pickup on to Ace. Very well played. Another vault. And going for the third, but that's going to be the down. It looks like our killer wants to try and get a 4K very early. I mean, it is doable. It is Spirit. Spirit can traverse maps, play off of these slugs and these injuries. Looks like they want to try and find the Ace before they get a reset off it. We do see them heal with the med kit. So a lot of pressure being alleviated from the survivor team, where they do get a 3rd gen complete. It's a very well played from our survivors. We did see the grass move there, so it gave a lot of information to our killer, and we do see our Ada heading for the slug, but our killer wants to play for the down, and they do get it, going for the slow vault. So we do see the pickup onto Zarina. Zarina is in a corner of a map, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to get out of, and they do see both survivors split off, and our Zarina's running over here, and that is going to be the down. So our killer having sides cross map, and it does work in their favor, as they do see the Ada running towards the Ace. Question is, was enough time passed to get the pickup? And they do get it. That's going to be an injure. And they do have a full phase available to them, and they're going to go ahead and use it. Oh, just a lot of noises everywhere. Our killer just trying to split the difference, and it works out either way. Our Ace kind of not playing the tile. That's going to be the hit and the down. So our Ada making their way to the slug. It's just going to be a back and forth of who's going to win each chase. We do need a long chase in order for the survivor team to get back into this one, but they both kind of got zoned towards this side of the map. That's going to be the hit. And down in Ada in our Spirit sight. So with a full phase available, they can phase right on top of them if they're going for the cutoff, and that's going to be the down. So 3 slugs with 2 gens remaining. That's going to be our 4K. So we, Jason, popping off tonight. We saw the 4K at 5 from the Huntress, and we are very soon to see a 4K with 2 gens remaining. Looks like our killer's going to go for the Zarina, who's downed over here first, before going for our Ace, who most likely had Unbreakable from earlier. We did see the pickup. So up they go. So these are the Spirit sets. Spirit is a very coin-tossable killer, I could say, depending on the build and depending on the generator setup. The survivors did split up pretty well on gens and where the chases were, but when it came down to this 3v1, that's where our Spirit turned up the heat. Getting the injuries, getting the downs, and traversing to each down and just getting them repeatedly. We don't find a survivor, and we do find our slug finally. So Ace now being found, going to be put into basement, it looks. So a nice little special hook for our Ace. And there they go, our last fresh. So I'm curious to see how the following game comes out to be from Omnium Gaming. Omnium Gaming will be playing Killer next against the Demonheadz survivors. It's gonna be a difficult win condition for them. 2 generators left and a 4K. So just gotta wait for the bars to end, and we'll be moving on to the next set, or next game of this set. So just to recap from our first set, Demonheadz did take the win over Huntress, so they are up 1 there, 1 win, and we are going into the second half of the set. And if Demonheadz can pull off 4 generators completed, they will take the win for that one as well. So there goes one man punched going out, and next are going to be our next 2 survivors once we hit second stage. So I do want to note on the build, it was a full totem build. Haunted Grounds was actually not proc this match. There goes the Deliverance play, and our killer is blocking the door. Not really much our survivor can do except play for the hatch, but with our killer blocking the door, there's no way they can make it to hatch before our killer. So they do close hatch, and we will be seeing our last chase of the game. Do you see some of... Oh, here comes the blood back. Looks like they went around, and we do have sights onto them. Oh my goodness! What a hit! Very good phase. There they go. So GG's, very well played from both sides, but our killer kept the pressure on all match. But even through all the pressure, we did get 3 generators done, so well played from the survivor group. But we'll be right back where we'll swap lobbies, and we'll have Omnium Gaming on the killer side against Demonheadz survivor. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be back. DBT out here. Stay tuned. right, so welcome back, everybody. So we are here in the second half of set 2, where we did see a very strong performance from Demonheadz Killer, getting the 4K with 2 gens remaining. And we do have Omnium Gaming now playing Killer and already finding our first survivor, but they do get a stun. So it does give them a lot of distance to be made to Shaq, but looks like they go ahead and greet it. So it's not going to be a hit just yet, but the pallet is down. It's a little bit dangerous for our survivor to play, as they do give up the hit now. It's a very good phase from our Killer. That's going to be first hit of the match, and looks like our survivor is rotating away from Shaq. They definitely don't want to get down in Shaq to go to basement. Looks like pallet getting pre-dropped, and now they're kind of zoned in this corner. Looks like we are listening around for Ace, and wow, very good distance being made from Ace, holding W, making their way all the way to the edge map. Oh wow, edge map tile, but they do run into a generator that has a lot of progress on it, so not the best place to be for our survivor, but that's gonna be the down in the pallet. Question is, who was working the gen? Who is nearby? Are they gonna be playing for a pallet stun? It looks like they're trying to search for it. And we don't have sights of anyone just yet. One thing to note, we don't have a ruin in play, as the generator has not regressed on its own. Still looking around, spending a lot of time for this down. That's gonna be 1 gen completed in that moment, and it works out as they do find the Hinatu, who was lurking for the save. I believe that was sprint burst being used. Ooh, trying to play for some double backs, and it's not going to work, as they do get the pickup back onto Ace. So Ace back in the match, back up on their feet, and they are able to make it to the palace. So that's going to be a stun and a distance being made now to an actual tile, but our Killer, they do have their power back. So not the safest thing. Pallet going down, and they went for the crouch. Very well played from Ace. Ace has been playing a lot of these pallets very well in the head of our Spirit. That's going to be a second gen being completed, and we do get the notification on the gen being worked on. So that's going to be Call of Brine now showing us. So Ace trying to hold W away from Shaq. Do they make it to a fillet? No fillet here. So that is going to be the down. And Eruption does get procced on that generator they kicked previously. So we do get our first hook now with 2 gens completed. No generator progress on this one. Nope. And it is the generator that's far away from all the other generators that are a lot closer to each other. But we do know someone is working the gen cross map, and they do get it completed. So that's 3 gens and a 4th gen having a very high progress. That's going to be the rain getting hit through the vault. Next, our kill is going to go drop chase, and we do see Hinatu. So Hinatu is going to be our next one being chased, and they lose sight of them. Trying to find them, and we do find them still at the tiles. So gonna go for another phase, and it works out as they do get the hit. So with the hit, they do have their power back. Question is, do they commit? And it looks like we do have a second star coming in for some support. So pallet going down. Oh wow, going for a blind. It may have caught our Spirit off guard, as Hinatu's made their way to another pallet, and Ace being a little bit of an annoyance this match, having some really good chases, now taking the next hit. I'm trying to give our Hinatu some distance, and they do make it to this tile, but not in time for the vault. That's going to be Eruption being procced on the generator in front of us that had very high progress previously. So our Ace trying to play for some hits. That's going to be our off-the-record hit. So one reason why they're playing very aggressively is that they can take a hit very confidently and have no grunts of pain. So wow, we do get a nug. So a lot is happening, and our Killer is trying to balance everything. We do have this generator with a lot of progress. call of Brian Eruption being procced onto it and the unhook happening all at the same time. So many things are happening, and that's going to be the scream from our Sage. So that's going to be Dragon's Grip. So if our killer is able to get this down, that will be huge for them, and they do find them edge map. Nothing to work with unless they can path back to the pallet. So they do have them held, going for a phase. Oh, and it doesn't work. They did hold W. And once again, another gen being completed. So 4 gens for 2 hook stages, but we are about to get our down. Just barely enough of the timer. We're looking at about another 10-15 seconds left onto it. So Eruption does get procced on the gen once again, and we do hear the noise onto it. So our killer will be phasing, seeing what the progress is now. Looks like it's still regressing, and our Hinata is in the area. Oh, kind of lost sight. Couldn't track our Hinata. Looks like they did run edge map. This path was used from our first chase, but our killer's going to go for the drop. Looks like they want to check on the gens. There is only 1 gen remaining. And they do find our next survivor. I believe it was Rain. There goes the gen kick and the find. I don't remember. I don't recall if this pallet. Oh, this pallet is still here. Oh, wow. Ace unfortunately being found behind the tires, trying to take some aggro, trying to get some of the attention onto them, as they have been hooked, and they, as we do know, they do have off the record, and I believe that was overcome as well. So Rain gets found cross map, but 5 gens are now completed. Going for a little bit of a poke swing through it, but it's not going to work. So Rain, wow, very, hello, what a vault. I don't know, that was interesting. And that's going to be the down. Our Hinata not making it, unfortunately. Question is, can our killer get it? Nope, that's going to be a 99 sprint burst being used. Very good control of their exhaustion. And we do get some noise notifications cross map. So our killer goes for the pick. And we do have a hook here in the corner. So our gates are very far, but our killer doesn't really have much to work with aside from their face. So they do need to try and get one of these early hits, but A is coming in. So it's not going to be a trade. It's just going to be a hit. So they do get the gate open. So most likely the survivor team will be coming in for some hits. Question is, does Rain hold W? Do they double back? What do they do here? They held W and get cut off. So that's going to be the down onto them. Our Sage trying to come in for a hit. Unfortunately, not able to make it in time. We do see the other survivors to our right. So Rain trying to get close to the gate. Oh, we do see the reset. Our survivor team, they do need to get out. They do get it in time. But once again, it's just going to be another hit. So Sage coming in for a body block. There goes the hit. And Rain trying to get close to the gate. That's going to be the down. So 2 survivors down now. Hinata is here with the flashlight. No, that was the Ace, I believe. No. So survivor taking the Ace into the map, but Rain was in the gate. So that should be the 3 out in the exit. So second hook stage for Ace. We are at 5 stages at this moment. No one has left just yet. We do see the pickup now. And the unhook. What a play from our survivor team. They do end up getting the 4 out. 5 stages against Spirit on the Rutgers Yard. Very well played from Demonheadz survivors on both sides. We did see a very good performance from there, and Omnium Gaming trying to hold on, did do some very good plays, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. Demonheadz getting the win from overall points. Oh, Sage, hello. Sage. So, but GG's to both sides, and we do appreciate everyone coming in, supporting the stream, watching the teams battle it out. Just a little bit of a heads up for our next match. We do have a match on a Friday, which would be at 12 p.m. between J-Duck versus Claim. So if you do want to stay tuned for that, this match does end in Demonheadz taking the win. So we do appreciate all the support we have from everyone, and GG's to our teams and our participants. So we will see you guys on a Friday. Stay tuned for that. See the pings in the Discord. If you do want to join the Discord, check out our description at the bottom of your stream. Just click expand so you can see our link, and you can get some more information in the Discord. So appreciate it for you guys being here, and we'll see you guys next time.